Good evening. This is day 31 of 50 Days, and I'm your host, David Griffiths. Tonight, our focus is entitled Be Also Ready. Be Also Ready. It's amazing how opportunities come, but sometimes we're not ready, and then we miss them. But when we're prepared, imagine what blessings come. So, I had the opportunity to sing for General Conference session in Toronto. I was not on the schedule to sing. I went to play for a friend, and I let the folk know that I was available. They needed someone to help. Well, I ended up, because I was available to help, standing in the gap, I ended up singing for the main first Friday night service. I ended up singing several times because I was willing to be used. I was prepared, and so when other people didn't show up, I got to sing. Now imagine if I'd gone up and I had the attitude of, oh well, I'm just going to go up here and then I'm just going to go sightsee and I'm not going to offer my services to them. I would have never had those wonderful opportunities. This evening, I went to a restaurant, and there was a woman who was crying because her child was sick in the car. And she and her husband and other child had been waiting as well for 2 hours for AAA to come, but AAA hadn't come. And she was desperate. Now, it's important to be ready, but it's also important to ask God what He would have you do. So I heard what was going on, and I prayed about it, and I just felt impressed to pray. And so I prayed. So one of the waitresses at the restaurant, seeing the lady being distressed, said, "Can we do something for her?" Kind of like, "Can you do something for her?" So I went outside to visit her husband and say, "Hey, is there anything I can do for you?" And he said he just spoke to AAA and they were on their way. And then he and his wife kind of got into a disagreement because I think she was really stressed about her child not feeling well and the fact that they were 3 hours from home. And so I took that as my cue to leave. Now, I did call back and check on them to make sure that they were okay. And I felt good because they thanked me through the waitress for checking on them and actually caring about how they were doing. Even though in this instance, my being prepared wasn't for me to actually fix their tire or take them anywhere, because I expressed a willingness to help and because I prayed for them. I had confidence to know that I was being a blessing to them, and then it was nice to hear back from them that they felt I was being a blessing as well. So, when you're prepared, you may not always see the blessing that you are, but your preparation enables God to use you in many ways. And so I want to encourage you to be ye also ready, because your preparation enables God to make you a blessing. This is David Griffiths, day 31 of 50 days. No one else told you today, I love you very much, but God loves you even more. And I hope that we'll have the chance to spend some time again on tomorrow. Take care.